Right now, a wild chase on Madison's Far East Side ends in an arrest. What police say led to this response.
Also, Wisconsin's Assembly Speaker moves forward with articles of impeachment against elections chief Megan Wolf. Welcome to News 3 Now at 6. Wild video of a police pursuit on the Far East Side of Madison this afternoon. It happened outside the Meadowlands Apartments on Milwaukee Street. Someone gets out of that vehicle, and you're going to see them run inside, up those stairs, and inside the locked doors with police right behind them. It's all happening near those apartments, near the intersection of Milwaukee Street and Windstone Drive. As you just saw in that video, the chase ended with a cavalry of law enforcement vehicles just outside the building.
So we've learned there has been an arrest, and Braden Ross joins us now with what law enforcement is saying happened. Braden.
Yeah, well, police tell us this all started with a countywide initiative to find and return stolen cars. And it was actually a Monona police officer that started this chase. They first tried to stop this car for speeding because they recognized the driver as someone with a history of being armed during prior arrests.
The individual themselves, we know to currently, be wanted for various offenses. And in this case in particular, the individual who we've identified has a history of being armed.
Now, that driver then led police on a chase to Sun Prairie and back. During that chase, police say the driver crashed into a Dane County squad car. He eventually led police back here to the Meadowlands Apartments, where he jumped out of the moving car and ran into that building. We arrived on scene shortly after to dozens of law enforcement vehicles at this complex. It was a few hours later when a tactical team arrived and police entered the building and arrested that driver. We just learned the driver is a 22-year-old DeForest man. Now, this complex is no stranger to police presence. It was actually declared a public nuisance just earlier this year by the city of Madison. I asked the police chief, the Monona police chief, about that, about what it was like going into a complex that has had issues like this in the past. Here's what he said.
We've actually interacted with several residents, one of which who's actively moving out of this complex, who said that she was just frustrated with all the activity that's happening related to crime in and around this area. And so I don't want to speak for Madison that this is their issue. It just so happens that we ended up here as a result of this suspect leading us here.
Now, many of the neighbors and residents at this building that we talked to today shared the same sentiments with us. They're just fed up with this violence. For now, in Madison, Braden Ross, News 3 Now.
And a reminder, you can get news alerts sent straight to the palm of your hand with our News 3 Now mobile app. Download it for free, and don't forget to turn on push notifications so you never miss a breaking story.
And Madison's Goodman Community Center was put under a brief lockdown earlier today due to a possible threat. That lockdown was lifted at the center. It closed, though, at 1, and during the lockdown, doors were locked and lunch programming was canceled. Staff asked that no one come to the center until after they got the all clear. That was around noon. Madison police say Dane County Sheriff's deputies were involved in that earlier chase on Milwaukee Street, but did not say if the lockdown was connected to that police pursuit. Well, earlier it was a nice sunny fall day across southern Wisconsin. Let's check your first one forecast, and here is Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
Yeah, the sunshine made a difference. Temperatures actually made it into the low 50s today across much of southern Wisconsin. As we take a look at the live view from the WISC-TV Skycam, starting to see a little more cloud cover starting to spread in from the west. The Platteville Queen Bee Radio Skycam, pretty much the same thing. We'll call it partly cloudy skies there, but there's no precipitation from those clouds. The nearest precipitation is in the form of some snow flurries up in far northern Minnesota. High temperatures today, back into the low 50s, 52 for the high in Madison. Janesville hit 55. Even to the north, temperatures are right around 50 from the Dells northward. Only Camp Douglas stayed in the upper 40s. Right now, temperatures are mainly in the upper 40s, although a few places are close to 50 degrees. We'll look for those temperatures to slowly fall this evening. Here in Dane County right now, 49 degrees in Edgerton, 49 in Sauk City, and it's 50 degrees in Wanakee. Skies will be partly cloudy this evening. Temperatures will drop to about 41 by late evening. Later on, I'll take a look at our weekend forecast. It actually looks pretty nice, and at this point, looks to be dry as well.
All right, Gary, thank you. At the state capitol this afternoon, Republicans move forward to oust the state's chief elections official.
They want to impeach Megan Wolf over continued frustration with the 2020 election. Political reporter Will Keneally has the story.
So News 3 Now was able to confirm with the Assembly Speaker's office that a resolution to impeach her was referred to committee this afternoon. Now that starts the impeachment process for the nonpartisan state employee that oversees Wisconsin elections. And that employee, Megan Wolf, has been under fire from Republicans for months. They tried to fire her back in September, but she successfully sued to remain on the job. And we actually did not expect to see impeachment here. The state's powerful Assembly Speaker told us last month that he wanted to work it out in court instead. But this week, a conservative group started running ads against Speaker Voss, threatening him with a recall or a primary challenge if he did not push the impeachment resolution forward. Now, we asked Voss's office about that timing. A spokesperson said that he did not start the impeachment process for Wolf because of those ads, saying instead that it was referred to committee just like any other bill.
Will, thank you. New tonight, an agreement has been reached to speed up the licensing process for Wisconsin pharmacy students. The agreement between the Wisconsin Department of Society and Professional Services and the National Association of Boards of Pharmacy comes as pharmacies nationwide experience longer lines and walkouts. Some current steps of the licensing process will be cut to make it more efficient. Changes go into place on November 14th. For parents of children with special health needs, the state has created a new tool it hopes will make your lives easier. The Department of Health Services has launched Wisconsin Wayfinder Children's Resource Network. It supports families of children with development delays, special health care needs, and mental health conditions. The service offers streamlined connections to healthcare resources statewide for children and youth 21 years and younger.
Families have long told us that when they initially have a diagnosis of their child having special health needs, that they wish there was a statewide resource that helped them navigate their next steps along that pathway.
Well, now there is. You can get connected with Wisconsin Wayfinder through phone or website. Give them a call at 877-947-2929 or visit the address you see on your screen to get connected with a children's resource guide.
More money is on the way to make the planned Woodman Sports and Convention Center in Janesville a reality. Governor Evers announced he would use funds from the American Rescue Plan Act to support that and other building projects across the state. The governor sent $15 million to the Woodman Sports and Convention Center, which is expected to open next year. The 130,000 square foot project was first announced back in 2019 at the site of the old Sears store at Uptown Janesville. In a little more than 2 weeks, gun deer hunting season begins in Wisconsin, but this year's outlook may be a bit more challenging for hunters. The Department of Natural Resources says it's anticipating a lower harvest this year. Last year's snow cover made for ideal hunting conditions. More is needed over the next few weeks to improve that hunting outlook.
Actual hunting conditions that influence hunter behavior and influence the harvest. We had really great conditions in 2022. And although the tendency is always to kind of compare what we do this year to last year and then grade it as better or worse, I'd be surprised if we match last year's harvest numbers.
Gun deer hunting season starts Saturday the 18th, goes through Sunday the 26th.
More local stories straight ahead at 6.
Bus drivers continue to be needed. How one local principal took matters into her own hands and got behind the wheel of a school bus. That's next.
The best doorbusters deals of the year are available now at Ashley. Find clearance and overstock mattresses throughout the store at huge discounts while they last. Sealy queen mattresses as little as $8 a month. Only at Ashley.
This is you. And you are why we do what we do. Each and every one of you are wonderful, amazing people. So we'll treat you that way on your journey of trusted care. Because the way you, and you feel matters. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health, know how much you matter to this world.
It's Hy-Vee's Super Snack Sale this Friday through Sunday. Save big on snacks like Fritos, Cheetos, Hostess multi-pack snacks, Hy-Vee potato chips, Goldfish crackers, Ritz toasted chips, granola bars, and more. Plus, save with everyday perks prices and get members-only prices on snacks like Cheez-It crackers, Oreo cookies, and Frito-Lay multi-packs. Don't miss the Super Snack Sale this Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Imagine a world with no drama.
I haven't signed Jody's card yet.
At 4imprint, finding the promotional products you need to create a memorable moment is an easy mission. Our expert team will take care of every detail to make your success a certainty. Take the drama out of ordering promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain. The best doorbusters deals of the year are available now at Ashley. Save as much as 68% store-wide and find clearance and overstock items throughout the store at huge discounts while they last. Plus 72-month special financing. Only at Ashley.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
A Middleton teacher is moving from the driver's seat of her school to the rider's seat of the school bus. It's in an effort to respond to student behavior on the bus and help out drivers who are already stretched thin.
Our Catherine Merck was at pickup this morning and shows us what this move means for staff.
School bus driver Cody Bratton sees students at likely their most chaotic times of day, pickup and drop off.
They're full of energy. They like to goof off.
Particularly, we have, sometimes 40, 45 students who are 5-year-olds through 9 or 10-year-olds. And so we're all still learning how to, sit calmly.
While the staff knows that it's fun to the students to ride the bus with their friends, it can sometimes create a safety concern.
If they're standing up and they go over a seat, their head could hit another student's head. That's an injury we don't want to happen. So that's why we enforce the safety rules.
For several weeks, Elm Lawn Elementary Principal Lisa Rust has taken both the early morning and afternoon school buses to help respond to student behavior.
The bus has always been kind of a space where we tend to follow up on things after the fact. We don't really get a chance to get ahead of it.
It's a decision that's relieved a lot of stress on drivers who have struggled this past year getting people behind the wheel.
Knowing that the behavioral issues are being addressed it helps our recruiting.
For Cody, he knows he'll get some extra help during the chaos of his day.
Knowing that we're supported by administrators, it's wonderful.
The principal tells me she's not going to ride the bus forever. However, they're going to continue to monitor the children's behavior on the bus, and maybe she'll get back in the rider's seat if needed. Reporting in Middleton, I'm Catherine Merck, News 3 Now.
And still ahead at 6, 2 rivals becoming one.
There's a brand new theme park powerhouse. We have the details on a massive merger between Six Flags and Cedar Fair.
And Gary's back. He'll have a full check of your first warn forecast after the break. Stay with us.
McGann Furniture is closing its doors. The owners are retiring. It's the final weeks of our going out of business sale. Everything in the store must be sold. Store-wide markdowns of up to 47%. Plus, we're taking reasonable offers on everything. Make us an offer on quality name brand furniture, including Amish, dining room sets, bedroom sets, recliners, upholstery, and mattresses. Free financing, special sale hours. Hurry in today to the final weeks going out of business sale at McGann Furniture, downtown Baraboo. You'll be glad you did.
How much money have you wasted trying to find the right shade of foundation to match your skin tone? You end up with so many unused bottles, yet you can't bear to throw them out. Now, there's Color of Beauty self-adjusting foundation, which means you'll never search for the perfect shade again.
It's really difficult for me to find a good tone foundation. I usually purchase about 3 or 4 and sometimes mix them. Color Beauty is a game changer in finding the right foundation. You put it on your skin and it transforms into your own skin tone.
The Color Beauty foundation is so simple to put on. My skin looks great and it just looks awesome.
The key to the innovative Color Beauty formula is tiny color beads that release and blend to perfectly match your skin tone as you apply it. The foundation is white when it comes out of the bottle, but when I begin to apply it, it adjusts to blend perfectly with the color of my skin.
My biggest problem area is my cheeks right here. Color Beauty feels really light on my skin, and I can tell that it is pretty full coverage, so it looks like I don't have too much foundation on, but it is covering all my acne scars like I was saying before. I actually really love it.
It's weightless and it's full coverage, and also it literally just matches my skin as soon as I put it on. It's no work. I've never experienced a foundation like this.
Color Beauty only comes in 2 colors, light and medium. If you have fair skin or you burn easily, go with the light. If you have darker skin, go with the medium. Plus, with an SPF of 50, they're getting the highest level of sun protection in a lightweight formula. And best best of all is Color Beauty's exclusive special. Order this Thanksgiving and get 40% off. That means you'll get the color adjusting foundation, the skin smoothing primer, and the fan favorite lash enhancer for thicker, longer looking lashes at 40% off. Plus, get free shipping. Visit color40.com or call the number on your screen.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Results from a new survey have found 1 in 4 middle and high school students use e-cigarettes on a daily basis. But the good news is the survey also showed e-cigarette use is down by about 4% among high schoolers, falling from 14% to 10%. For middle schoolers, the news isn't so good, with the survey showing a roughly 2% increase in overall tobacco use. These findings come from the 2023 National Youth Tobacco Survey from the FDA and CDC.
An actor famous for his roles in Succession and Ferris Bueller's Day Off was reportedly involved in a multi-car crash in Hollywood this week. It sent actor Alan Ruck's truck crashing into a pizzeria. The front end of the truck appeared to plow into the building. A police report was taken at the scene. According to the Los Angeles Police Department, no citations or arrests were announced. Coming soon to CBS Late Nights, a brand new talk show. 29-year-old comedian Taylor Tomlinson has been named the host of After Midnight, a new talk show that will follow The Late Show with Stephen Colbert starting early next year. Colbert himself made the announcement last night on his show with Tomlinson appearing as a special guest. Tomlinson joked, "I'm 29, so if you don't know who I am, don't worry, I barely know myself." But she's actually a rather successful stand-up comic with 2 Netflix specials.
2 North American theme park giants are joining forces. Six Flags and Cedar Fair are merging in an $8 billion deal. Cedar Fair's flagship park, Cedar Point, is in Ohio, but it also owns Knott's Berry Farm in California, Schlitterbahn Water Park in Texas, and Canada's Wonderland in Ontario. Six Flags has about 20 parks in the U.S., 2 in Mexico and 1 in Canada. The company will keep the Six Flags name. It'll operate a total of 27 amusement parks and 15 water parks across North America.
Special uniforms for the Milwaukee Bucks this morning. The team unveiling their new City Edition jerseys, which pays homage to the fans and the city. The design includes a white swoosh in the middle, inspired by the outside of Fiserv Forum, while the Great Lakes blue coloring represents Milwaukee's connection to Lake Michigan and the rivers that feed into it. The speckle pattern was created from an image of the masses of fans celebrating in the Deer District during Game 6 of the 2021 NBA Finals when the Bucks won the NBA title. Milwaukee will wear these jerseys 7 times this season, debuting them tomorrow night against the New York Knicks. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti now returning with your first warn forecast. Pretty nice out there today, Gary, after the last couple.
It is. Temperatures are at least back closer to normal. As far as the drought conditions, they continue to improve. Areas south and east of Madison are now out of the drought. Areas north and west of Madison, at least moderate to severe drought conditions between Madison and La Crosse. The worst conditions farther to the west into parts of eastern Iowa, and then exceptional drought conditions over parts of eastern Texas into Louisiana and parts of Mississippi, also parts of New Mexico, also under exceptional drought conditions. In the short term, the 8 to 14-day temperature or precipitation outlook from the Climate Prediction Center calls for above normal precipitation in the areas that need it down to the south. Below normal precipitation expected up near the U.S.-Canadian border. We're kind of right in between. But temperature-wise, it's been cold the last few days. Looks like it'll start warming up. The temperature outlook from November 10th through the 16th calls for above normal temperatures with the highest probabilities just to our north and west. But over the next 10 days, temperatures will be near normal the next couple of days, be a little above normal Sunday and Monday, be near normal on Tuesday, and then drop to below normal as we head toward the latter part of next week. But even those temperatures have improved a little bit from our previous forecast. It doesn't look like we'll be quite as cold. 3 things you need to know. Plenty of clouds over the next few days, but it'll be mainly dry. If there are any showers, they'll be very light, very brief, and very spotty. Otherwise, look for the dry conditions through the weekend, along with mild temperatures. Highs were in the 50s today. It looks like we'll be in the 50s all the way through Tuesday of next week. And then, as we turn colder toward the end of next week, we could see some snowflakes mix in with rain showers, but mainly rain showers from Sunday night through at least Wednesday. As we look at weather track, upper level winds continue from the north and west, but they are flattening out farther to the west. So at least some milder Pacific air will start working its way eastward across the country and see our temperatures at least closer to normal. Planning your night, look for skies to be clear to partly cloudy this evening, but notice by midnight the clouds start to come in, temperatures drop into the upper 30s. They stay nearly steady overnight. By 3 a.m. here in Madison, we're at 38 degrees. Most areas upper 30s to around 40 degrees. And then by late tonight into early tomorrow morning, mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures, though, still upper 30s to right around 40 degrees. In Dane County, 41 for the low in Belleville, 41 in Mazomanie, and 40 for the overnight low temperature in Mount Horeb. Across the rest of southern Wisconsin, 41 Fond du Lac, 41 in Watertown, and 41 for the low temperature in Monroe. For tomorrow, look for mostly cloudy skies, seasonably mild, high temperature topping out at 52 degrees in the first one 7 to 10 day forecast. 50 on Saturday, 54 on Sunday. Again, mainly dry through the weekend, maybe a little sunshine mixed in there, but more clouds than sunshine. Then rain showers Sunday night into Monday. Chance of showers Tuesday, Wednesday some showers. Those could mix with flurries Wednesday night into Thursday. Don't think anything will stick to the ground. Temperatures a little bit below normal for the end of next week. Maybe some showers toward the end of next weekend.
And coming up in sports, November is a big month for Wisconsin, while the focus is all about finishing during their final 4 games of the regular season. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Don't need glasses? See us for your contacts and save on your annual supply.
This is Matt Gunderson. It still hits me every time TAPS is played. We're honored to serve those who served. An eligible Veterans Life Celebration includes honors recognizing their dedication and selfless service, including uniform and medal displays.
Menards is your one-stop shop for all your pet supply needs. From leashes and collars to toys and food, you're sure to find what you're looking for. Stock up on Master Paw's original dog food for just $28.99 after rebate. Or pick up Master Paw's cat litter for $9.99 after rebate. If you need it for your pet, you'll find it at Menards. Because we know that pets are family, and family deserves the best.
Save big money at Menards.
Think all Medicare plans are the same? Think again. A Medicare Advantage plan from Dean Health Plan gives you the benefits you need with premiums as low as $0 a month. Medical, hospital, and prescription drug coverage comes with $0 copays for primary care doctor visits. And extra benefits can help you save even more. Get preventive and comprehensive dental, $250 for eyewear, and $750 for hearing aids. Plus, you can save on over-the-counter health and wellness items. All this and a free fitness membership at more than 20,000 locations. Call 1-866-249-1748 now to request your free Dean Health Plan Medicare Advantage Guide. That's 1-866-249-1748. Dean Health Plan, right here with you.
Time is running out. Shopko Optical can help maximize your vision benefits and FSA dollars before they expire. Get a comprehensive eye exam and discover your new style. Call Shopko Optical or visit shopko.com to schedule your exam.
We're in the holiday spirit a little early this year.
Tomorrow, Josh talks to a local company lighting up area homes for Christmas and spreading cheer while he's at it.
And we will be warming up throughout the weekend. Join us in the morning between 4:30 and 7.
November is always big for Wisconsin. A good month, the Badgers usually have a good season. In 2017 and 2019, UW went 4-0 in their final 4 games and ended up playing for a Big Ten championship. Last season, their November was one to forget. They went 2-2. And the focus since Luke Fickell took over, well, it was all about finishing. And that includes winning in November.
Coach Fick keeps preaching we have 4 for sure opportunities left. So, you know, we ultimately have to try to win out, attack each week, and just kind of give ourselves a chance at the end of the year maybe to compete for a Big Ten championship if everything swings our way.
We're all focused on the month of November. This is a huge point of emphasis. You know, Coach Fick has talked about since he got here playing your best ball at the end of the year, and that time is now.
Just a reminder that Week 10 of the Wisconsin Huddle airs tomorrow night at 6:30 right here on News 3 Now. Tanner Mordecai was our guest, and we talked all things Badger football, his dog Rosie the Golden, and even a little Texas high school football. The Wisconsin women's hockey team has a lot of firepower. The Badgers have lit the lamp 74 times this season and have 3 players who've scored double-digit goals. Nobody else in the NCAA has done that. Now they head north to take on St. Cloud State and play on the biggest sheet of ice they see this season, and they're looking forward to all that extra space to skate.
Personally, I do, just because there's more space offensively, so it gives you more time and space to make passes, see the ice, and more time to create different things.
It's a different type of game, but the opponent's going to be good. They're obviously playing very well. They're confident. They've had a great start, and so I'm sure they're going to be excited for the opportunity to play us.
Let's kick it. Wisconsin taking on Nebraska in a Big Ten tournament semifinal. Tied at 1 in the second half until Emma Jaskinek rips one into the back of the net for what would be the game winner. Badgers advance to the finals with a 3-1 win. Boys State soccer tournament kicked off today, and Sugar River punched their ticket to the Division III state final after knocking off Pius Catholic in the semifinals. The Raiders will face Plymouth on Saturday at 11 o'clock.
And so, Zach, the Badgers hitting the road this week for God's country, right? Indiana, and, with a win, this is a big one because it locks up bowl eligibility, right?
Well, the Hoosiers might need you to come back in long snap.
They're desperate, not quite
struggling.
that desperate.
They're struggling. Well, ahead of the road trip, Tanner Mordecai and I sat down and played some checkers in this week's Wisconsin Huddle Unleashed. Tanner, when's the last time you played checkers?
I have no idea.
It's been a long time?
I think I played my nephew a couple years ago. But
Okay, so sooner than I have. All right, so when you're not playing football, when you're not at, that's a bad move. When you're not playing football, when you're not at the facility, how do you spend your time?
Depending on what time of year it is here. In the summer, I was playing lots of golf. I'm not making any great moves here.
So Halloween, what was your favorite costume growing up? Did you participate?
Yes, I did. When I was younger, I was terrified of costumes, like scary costumes, but I was always Spider-Man.
Okay.
Big Spider-Man fan. Me and my dad's night would end a lot sooner than my mom's and sisters because I didn't like walking around when it was dark and seeing scary people. So
yeah, I can relate. I'm not a huge scary.
Our night was over at 5:30, so I was not into the scary stuff when I was younger.
Well, his hand looks pretty good.
Well, yeah, it's okay. I think he, a couple more weeks, maybe he'll play. But
really great to see him come back.
I won checkers.
You're winning every week these days. Man.
I started off slow, but now I'm starting to dominate things.
We're going to keep a closer eye on that and see what happens. Gary, final check of the forecast.
Well, skies are partly cloudy right now. There's live view from the WISC-TV sky cam. Again, enjoy the light while you can because starting Sunday night, it'll be dark at this time. There's the Platteville-Quimby radio sky cam. A little more cloud cover there, but you can see some sunlight on the western horizon. Temperatures have dropped into the 40s through most of southern Wisconsin. Camp Douglas already down to 37, but right now, 44 in Monroe, 45 in Mineral Point. Here in Dane County, still 49 in Edgerton and Stoughton, 50 in McFarland, and 47 in Sauk City. Look for skies to be partly cloudy this evening. Temperatures dropping off to about 40 by 10 p.m.
All right, Gary, thanks. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.